Go to Minneapolis. It was an event that was meant to showcase Black artists and small business owners in the city, and it was called I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dreams. It was during Black History Month, and in short, it was referred to as the Black Expo. But in the days leading up to it in February, things started to get messy. Lack of money, lack of clarity, and lack of organization came just days and hours before the event was supposed to happen. And it eventually led to the resignation of the Minneapolis Racial Equity Director. But she did not leave her post without alleging racism by Black city council members, and they in turn alleged incompetence on her end. So what really did go down? Well, today an audit revealed new criticism of the event, and Lou is here with more on that. Hi, Lou.
Hi, Jana. This audit, this is the first look into it, so to speak, and it found that most of the money Minneapolis spent to save this event went to out-of-state vendors. And the City Audit Committee's chair even questioned the possibility of fraud. The event was called I Am My Ancestors' Wildest Dreams, an expo in February held at the Minneapolis Convention Center featuring Black influencers and artists, as well as a trade show with Black-owned businesses. It was organized by Taisha Green, Minneapolis's first Director of Racial Equity, Inclusion, and Belonging. She expected 20,000 people to attend, but only 3,700 registered, and officials say much fewer actually attended.
Based on a review of the information, we also found that there was no detailed plan for the expo.
In the fallout that followed, Green resigned her position and accused council members and city officials of racism. And the city paid for an external audit to review the planning for the Black History Month Expo.
It's most concerning to me that most of our city dollars were spent on things in Georgia.
Of the nearly $500,000 the city spent for artists and vendors to come to the expo, roughly half, $229,000, went to Minnesotans. The rest went out of state, much of it to Touched Apparel owner Casey Ellerby, who was handpicked by Green to curate and plan the event. According to the audit done by Baker Tilly, 49 of the invoices turned in by vendors were created by Ellerby, and that some invoices were turned in multiple times using variations of the same name.
How do we take that next step to confirm if this was a simple clerical error made in good faith versus something more serious and related to fraud?
Tim Von Sina from Baker Tilly says a deeper dive is needed to learn the intent.
We found it kind of eyebrow-raising.
Green declined an on-camera interview but answered questions over the phone. She said no one contacted her regarding the audit, and she could have explained most of those issues. She said the intent was to have half Minnesota artists and half out-of-state artists to bring different Black meccas to Minneapolis. She disagrees that Touched Apparel's owner was a bad actor and says that they simply streamlined the invoicing process. And she insists the event was destined to fail because of the city's processes not allowing her to promote it sooner. City Council Vice President Linnea Palmisano says there's a whole lot more to it than that.
I'm not sure that all the work that was being talked about happening behind, in the project coordination of this event actually happened. That's the only explanation that I can surmise out of this.
Now, prior to coming to Minneapolis, Taisha Green held a similar position in Burlington, Vermont, and they are now auditing the Racial Equity Office there. Jana.
Is that in direct connection to what happened in Minneapolis, or
It's
it just happens to be?
It's after the news broke about what happened in Minneapolis. They decided to take a look at what happened in their office as well to see if there was any red flags.
Okay, thanks, Lou. Thanks so much.